Scream opens with an unforgettable scene that sets the tone for the entire film. High school student Casey Becker, played by Drew Barrymore, receives a mysterious phone call from a stranger who begins by asking harmless questions about horror movies. The conversation quickly turns sinister as the caller reveals he's watching her from outside her house. Despite her attempts to escape, Casey and her boyfriend are brutally murdered, leaving the small town of Woodsboro in shock. The murders immediately draw the attention of the media and police. The next day, we meet Sydney Prescott, Neve Campbell, a high school student still coping with the murder of her mother a year earlier. The killer's return triggers old traumas, and Sydney's life soon becomes a nightmare when she, too, receives a chilling call from the masked killer, known as Ghostface. The killer taunts her about her mother's death before attacking her in her own home. Sydney narrowly escapes and takes refuge with her best friend Tatum, Rose McGowan, and Tatum's brother, Deputy Dewey Riley, David Arquette. Her boyfriend, Billy Loomis, Skeet Ulrich, shows up shortly after her attack, but suspicion arises when a cell phone falls from his pocket, rare for 1996, leading to his arrest. Though he claims innocence, Sydney begins to question who she can trust. The murders draw in sensationalist reporter Gail Weathers, Courtney Cox, who previously covered Sydney's mother's case and claimed that the man convicted, Cotton Weary, was innocent. Gail's arrival intensifies the chaos, as she believes the new killings are connected to Mrs. Prescott's murder and could prove her theory right. Sydney resents her for exploiting the tragedy, but can't ignore the possibility that Gail might be onto something. Meanwhile, the high school becomes a pressure cooker of paranoia and fear. Students mock the tragedy by wearing Ghostface costumes, leading to the school's temporary closure. Principal Himbree's gruesome death only worsens the panic. With the adults distracted, the teens decide to throw a party at Stu Macher's, Matthew Lillard house, the perfect setting for the killer's final act. That night, as everyone drinks and watches horror movies, the killer's rules of survival are humorously explained by film geek Randy Meeks, Jamie Kennedy. Never have sex, never drink or do drugs, and never say, "I'll be right back." These rules soon play out in deadly fashion as Ghostface begins to pick off the partygoers one by one. Tatum is killed in a garage scene that's become iconic in horror cinema. Meanwhile, Dewey and Gail discover a car belonging to the local news crew and realize the killer might still be inside the house. As the power goes out and the phone lines are cut, chaos erupts. Sydney fights for her life as Ghostface hunts her through Stu's home. In a shocking twist, Billy suddenly reappears after seemingly being attacked by the killer. He reveals he's still alive, only to expose himself as one of the murderers. Moments later, Stu steps forward, revealing that there are two Ghostface killers working together. Their motive? Revenge and fame. Billy admits he killed Sydney's mother because she had an affair with his father, which destroyed his family. The two psychopaths plan to frame Sydney's father for the killings, but their arrogance and madness cause them to turn on each other. Sydney fights back, using her wits and strength to outsmart both killers. Gail Weathers intervenes at the last moment, helping Sydney kill Billy and Stu in a bloody, satisfying finale that reclaims Sydney's power and ends the night of terror. By morning, Woodsboro is forever changed. Gail reports live from the scene, her ambition tempered by the horror she's witnessed. Sydney, though traumatized, emerges as a survivor, the first of many times she'll face Ghostface again. Scream reinvented the slasher genre by blending self-aware humor, horror cliches, and real suspense, making it both a tribute to and a critique of the horror films that came before it.